Hi folks, today I'm looking at putting some door storage bags on my 2015 Polaris XP1000, and I have here a set of Rigg Gear upper door bags. Their part number is the RG001U. So I'm going to go ahead and install one side, and then we'll discuss a bit more about why I made this choice. And I just wanted to show you what you get out of the box, the two bags, left and right, installation and instructions, and hardware. So pretty basic. Should be simple installation. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll have another look. Okay, so we got the first side, driver's side, mounted. Pretty straightforward. However, you know the old saying goes, read the instructions all the way through before you start. Well, I recommend doing that. Not a huge deal, but there is a difference in the process if you have the lower door panels, which I do, as opposed to just an upper door on your machine, because the lower panel uses some of the hardware holes on the bottom edge of the bag. So the top edge, the holes are open, the bottom is not, and if you start mounting the bag top to bottom, then all of a sudden the bag is in your way while you're trying to work on the bolts on the bottom. So lessons learned. We're going to do the other side, and maybe I'll show you the easiest way that I figured out to do that. I'm sure you could figure it out yourself, but hey, we're here. Let's show the process. I just wanted to show you one thing about these bags that I discovered by accident. It's probably in the literature somewhere, but with my camera light on, you can see that actually the little piping around the outside of the bag is reflective, which is kind of cool. If your door is open and somebody's coming at you, they're not going to take your door off in the middle of the night. But it was just kind of neat, and I figured I'd show you that with the light on my camera on. It's pretty obvious. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and install the bag on the other door, passenger side. And I just wanted to point out here, if you have the lower door panels on your machine, this bolt, and this bolt are used for mounting the bag. Across the upper, all the holes for mounting the bag are open, so you don't have to do anything there. These two bolts, the nut on the back is captive, but this one is not. So this is where this process gets to be a pain in the butt, because if you go ahead and start putting the bag on and then you got to deal with this, it's a pain in the butt, because the easiest way to deal with that is to remove at least 4 of the screws that hold the plastic panel to the steel door frame, so that you can access this nut back here. So that's what I did. Basically just took those 4 out so that I could flex the plastic back, get at this bolt, and I assembled that basically as the first bolt you want to put in when assembling the bag. And then you can kind of work your way back this way, because you need to put that on, tighten it down, and then put your 4 screws back in your plastics before you continue doing anything else. So we've got the first bolt in, which is this bolt here on the inside corner of the bag, on the front corner. As you can see, I loosened out the plastics to get at the nut in the back. So that's pretty much the hardest part. Now that that's done, we can go ahead, put the screws back on, the plastics, which you can still easily get to with this edge of the bag detached, and then go ahead and work our way front to back with the rest of the fasteners. Okay, so installation done. Both bags are installed and ready for use. So, why did I go with the Rigg Gear bags? The two main choices out there, I guess, for bags would be the Rigg Gear or the Super ATV door bags. Pretty well similarly priced. I'm in Canada actually, and as it turns out, the Rigg Gears were available more readily for me, and price-wise actually ended up being cheaper than going with the Super ATV bags. But the one thing about them technically that I kind of liked over the Super ATV bags, I preferred the way the Rigg Gear zippers are on top of the bag as opposed to along the side here with the Super ATV. It just seemed to me like it'd be easier to access them from on top. I'm sure there's probably some advantages to having them on the side, a little more waterproof perhaps, I'm not sure. But that was the one thing that kind of caught my eye. I thought sitting in the seat it'd be easier to access right from the top. The biggest difference when you look at the two bags is that the SATV bag is divided into two pieces. This front section is just a knee pad, and the cargo area is like from here back. I felt that probably fits the door a little better. I was worried that you would get a big wrinkle here in this sort of one-piece design of the gear bag, but it doesn't really seem to be a problem. The zipper works fine. You don't really notice it. And as far as knee pad goes, the Rigg Gear does have a knee pad inside. Advantage here being that this is removable with Velcro, and now you have way more cargo space. So it's a little bit of configurability there. Offers the same features, but a little more configurable. Yeah, the Rigg Gear, all the fasteners are on the inside of the bag, whereas on the SATV they're on the outside edge here, so there's a bit more of an edge around it. Installation wise, I can't say which one's easier or harder to install. The one thing some people may like or not is with the with the Rigg Gear bag, they provide you with these fasteners, which is just a push pin style auto fastener. Some people might find that a little chintz. Personally, after putting them on, I'd say that they're more than enough to do the job. But if you want to take your bags on and off a lot, obviously these are going to wear out. And honestly, I can't speak for the way the SATV ones are installed, but I don't think you're going to want to take these on and off every time you wash the vehicle, because at least this one bolt here is an involved sort of process. So I don't have a problem with the push pins. With the bottom door panels installed, you use the bottom door panel hardware, so the bottom is bolted on and only the top edge is using the push pins. If you had no bottom door panel, you would be using push pins all the way around. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, price wise they're pretty much the same depending on where you're at and whether it's free shipping or whatnot. The SATV bags are sold individually, whereas the Rigg Gear bags appear to only come in pairs. I guess that's only a problem if you have to replace one. I paid $130 plus tax Canadian from ATV Tires, Canada. Shipping took about 4 days. So I'm pretty happy with that price. And comparatively, $170, $130 for a pair of the SATV, but that's US pricing, and then I'd have to get them shipped here. So it could have been upwards of $150 to $170 for me to purchase the SATV bags. So that's why I went with the Rigg Gear, but I'm pretty happy with the way they work, and I'm happy with the removable knee pad and the top zipper. I think I'm going to be happier with that than with the Super ATV bags. So hope you found this video helpful, and it helps you make a decision one way or the other, and maybe saves you a little time on the install. Thanks for watching.